Alright, it is currently 4:30 p.m. and I'm tired of this. I'm tired of continuing to see people hate and discriminate and sow fear and hatred into others' lives. Hey CD, how you been? So, I'm assuming most of you that are going to be coming on here have heard about the Charlottesville situation. And I can't say that it's a surprise or that it's anything different than what I expect from people. Honestly, it's exactly what I expect from people, considering how hateful our world's become. Which is why we need to talk today. I need to get some stuff off of my chest and out of my head. I hate the world we've created. I hate the environment of hatred that is acceptable in America because so many people love to do it. So many people love to hate, love to discriminate, love to draw lines in the sand between them and the people that they can't tolerate. It is a garbage thing to do. I hate that we have to have these conversations about how all men are equal, that all men deserve a chance at peace, at harmony. I hate that we have to live like this, that we have to live in fear of what other people are going to think or of what other people are going to do in response to something that happens. I hate that there are certain people in this world that do not value human existence at all. If you haven't heard the news, this group of anti-protesters were moving down a street, and this guy in a sports car just comes barreling through and runs over quite a few people. There are quite a few people that, in the video, are laying on the ground, injured or possibly dead. And the guy just backs up and then proceeds to try and do it again, I'm assuming. But why? 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 I know, okay? I know, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Everyone is entitled to their own free speech. Yes, but free speech does not cover injuring other people, making other people feel insecure, making other people feel unsafe. That is not freedom. That is tyranny. That is the stuff that we've been trying to fight since 1945. That's the kind of stuff that we've been fighting since the World Wars and beforehand. Trying to make the world a better place. Trying to see if we can make at least one place in the world completely open to every culture, to every idea, to every single person. And it's not working. And I know why. Because we humans hate having to compromise with other people. We hate having to try and share our land, share our resources, share whatever. You know what? Get over it. I'm sorry, but I hate to say that I don't like the way our country is going at all. We've gotten to a point in our lives, in America's life span, that might work better. We've gotten to a point in America's lifespan where we are totally bankrupt when it comes to any kind of moral system, any kind of moral code, any kind of morality that even makes a sense. You know why? We've stepped away from something so fundamentally necessary, so fundamentally necessary, so perfect, and that's God. You know what? I'm not gonna be afraid to say it, okay? I believe in one God. I believe in a God of tolerance and love and peace, but I also believe in a God of justice. A God that gives mercy to those that don't deserve it because of his love, but a God that gives punishment to those that do deserve it, that don't seek his forgiveness and his love. And you know what? Right now, I need to see. There are so many people out there, so many people that are just suffering because we, as human beings, don't care. You know why? We're selfish. We are. I'm selfish. I'm going to admit it. There are some points where I want what I want. I don't care what anybody else wants. I admit that because I am flawed just like the rest of us. But even I understand that there's a need for something better, something good. There's a need for something that makes real sense. And violence isn't the answer. Charlottesville right now is under a tyrannical oppression from these people who feel that it's their God-given right, their manifest destiny to go ahead and take whatever it is that they want to take and push their agenda in any way that they deem is necessary or any way that they deem is acceptable. And that's the problem. A lot of people here in America, the time has come to choose between what is right and what is acceptable. What is right is to treat others the way that you want to be treated. To treat others as human beings, not as garbage. Not as a tool. Not as an ends to a mean. Not as a means to an end. But human beings. And it's also time to decide whether or not you're going to be part of the problem or part of the solution. Because what is acceptable in the eyes of many people is, oh, well, as long as you achieve your dreams, it doesn't matter who you step on. As long as you do whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter who gets hurt, who gets depressed. It doesn't matter, because you know what? As long as you do you, as long as you're happy, nothing else matters. You know what? That's a crock of bull crap. It makes me so angry sometimes. I see the state of America. I see the state of the world at large. This big blue ball of earth and rock and air and water and everything else, floating in a solar system with 8 other planets, 7 other planets, whatever, that is floating in a galaxy full of billions of other stars and planets. And beyond that, more galaxies just like ours. I see so much hatred coming from such a small group of people, and yet it is infecting so many others. And it's wrong. It's not helpful. It's not helping anyone. It's not making anyone's lives better. Is it making your life better if you're going to be hateful to others? No, because you know what that does? You know what that does? When you allow hatred in, when you allow hatred to be part of who you fundamentally are, that hatred starts to poison everything you do. You know why? Because hatred is poison. And it doesn't just poison other people, it poisons you. It poisons you. Hatred turned outward is anger. Hatred turned inward is depression and suicide and self-incrimination, self-reproach, all the bad stuff that you feel about yourself. That's hatred turned inwards. Hatred turns outward turned outward is murder, is violence, is hate speech, is oppression. And you know why? Because we can't imagine having any other way but our own. Having any other way but our own. Any other path than what we ourselves follow. And it's bull crap. It's madness. It's insane. It's complete and utter garbage. I can't say it any other way. I could throw in some swear words, but I'm not going to, because I'm trying to curb that, because I'm actually trying to improve myself. You should try and follow, maybe not my example, but an example of goodness. The example of goodness even. Follow Christ. Follow Jesus. Don't follow the world. Don't follow the hatred. Don't follow the tyranny that is pervading our system, pervading our world, pervading our society, because that leads to nothing but destitute spiritual brokenness. Follow Christ. Follow the one that definitely provides for us every single day of our lives. And please, if you're watching this, share on your social media, share on Facebook, share on Twitter, share everywhere. Please get the word out. I want my words to mean something. I want my words to fly out from here and reach so many people. Not just the one that's watching, but the so many others that are going to be coming, or that have come, or whatever. I want this to be a message for all humanity, not just some. Not just a few, but multitudes. Charlottesville is just a flashpoint. It's just a focal point where people can focus on whatever it is that is wrong in the world. But Charlottesville isn't the only place this happens. This thing happens in Columbus, in Dayton, in every single state, in every single city, in every single place in America. There's hatred, there is intolerance, there is brokenness, because of the fact that we are limited in what we can do as human beings. We have limited tolerance for other people. We have limited patience and even limited love. We have limited love for each other, but that doesn't have to stay the same. It doesn't have to continue. We can be better than this. We can be better. We can be more loving, more kind, more compassionate, more open to new ideas, open to new experiences. We can be more active in our world. We can be so much more than we are. And you know why? Because we have an unlimited potential. We may think that we're limited. We may think that we're locked into whatever pattern that we've gotten ourselves into. That's not right. We have the ability to be more, to be better, to be spectacular. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Humanity is probably one of the most unique beings on our planet, and even possibly in the universe. There may be another, I don't know. But humanity is unique in that we have so much. We have something that no other being on earth has. The ability to contemplate who we are. The ability to think about who we are, why we're here. Philosophy, science, technology, all those things come from the fact that we can think about what we're thinking about. We can think about who we are. And to be honest, I think that's the biggest gift that humanity has. But it's also our greatest weakness. I look at the news and I see so much darkness, so much. Hey there, Shannon. How you been? I'm talking about a lot of difficult things today. Well, one major difficult thing, because to be honest, I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up with this constant cycle of hatred. Hate, 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 destroy, 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 destroy. Don't even compare me to a god, because I am nowhere near perfect. Thank you for the compliment, but I can't accept it. Yeah, I know. I get tired of it too. I get tired of the bull crap that happens every single day. The children and people in the streets starving because no one's willing to give them something to eat. The 8th, by the way, cool. Got a new name. We've got people that kill for no other reason than they enjoy it. We've got people that put others down so that they feel better, or so that they are higher up. They walk on the backs of others to get where they want. That's not a system I want to perpetuate much longer. In fact, it's not a system I ever wanted to perpetuate or continue. But unfortunately, I don't have power yet, but I will. Maybe not power in politics, maybe not power financially, but I do. I have a vision of being a voice for reason, a voice of reason, a voice of peace and love and tolerance and patience and goodwill. Because this is wrong. The constant destruction of each other is wrong. The situation with North Korea, it's inevitable and it's unavoidable because both sides are more than willing to destroy each other. But it's still wrong. This situation in Charlottesville where people are dying just because they walked out onto the streets and decided they wanted to say, no hate, no fear. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone is welcome because this is a land that is meant to be full of opportunities, to be full of... It's meant to be full of life. This nation was so great back in the day when we had proper values, proper people in power, the people that wouldn't take advantage but rather sought the best for everyone, not just for themselves. I remember reading Mere Christianity from C.S. Lewis. And while I was reading it, one day I came up with the thought of, if we all just had Mr. Lewis's passion for a faith or just for a belief and wanted to seek a peaceful existence with each other, there would be no war. There would be no hatred. There would be no crime, or maybe less of it. Not everyone's going to seek the same path. Not everyone's going to seek the same solution, but enough people would. Enough people would be willing even to participate in something grand. I just get tired some days. I may not be bearing the weight of the world on my shoulders like Atlas, but some days I feel as if I'm the only person that cares because I see so much hatred and so much destruction. I know it's not just me that cares. I know you guys care. I know other people care, but we don't show it. We don't actively go out and say, I love you. I care about you. You're something that matters. You're someone that's unique. We don't say that to each other. We don't say that to people. We should. We don't make the days we have count. We take so many days for granted, and it's so sad, and it's so unjust. We take the time we have with the ones we love, and we do nothing with it. Oh, well, we may watch a movie together, or we may enjoy something fun together, but do we really get down to the stuff that we should talk about? The way the world is, how we can change, who we fundamentally are as people. Do we ever really bring up the hard issues like why people suffer? What we can do to change the world? And to be honest, I mean, I don't talk about that a lot with people I know, but that's because most of them aren't willing to open up about it. I open up with my family and my closest friends, and that's it. Because everyone else, they hear me talking about this and they shut me out. But I want to make a difference. I want to go out there and say, we need to love. We need to cherish what we have while we have it. We need to be prepared to give answers for why we still hope in a better future. I hope in a better future every day because of what I see in the people that I know. And that is a seed of kindness that still resides even within the hardest of hearts. Unless a person completely closes off their heart, everyone has a seed of hopeful kindness within them, a seed of compassion, an ounce of care and kindness. And that's all that is needed to change so much. That's all that's needed to change the world, is kindness, is love, is compassion, is the idea that things could be better, and the optimism to make it happen. If I were to die tomorrow, God forbid, but let's say that I do, what would I want to leave behind? I would want to leave behind people that would go out into the world and hope for more, dream more, live more honestly, love more deeply, speak more wisely, and just overall value humanity above all else. Value the human existence, the human condition as something irreplaceable. Something that has no value because it's invaluable. You have a blessed day too, Shannon. I'll see you later. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. Please share this video wherever it is that you can. Get people to see, because I can't continue to not speak out. Bye.